Hey guys, it's Time Fast, and today we're gonna be taking a look at. Oh, wait, what were we gonna take a look at again? Excuse me, what? Ah, fuck! As if there wasn't going to be another Ultraman review, yet here we are. This is the deluxe Ultraman Orb Slasher, and when I say deluxe, I mean bootleg, and when I say Ultraman, I meant freaking Superman, and this cost 17 ringgit 90 cents. So apparently, the people who made this thing as well, and of course, they just had to include the same figure. But anyway, let's just take a look at the packaging. Seeing the packaging in person, and I can see that this will be a bust because one, the Orb Slasher is practically shown there with Orb Trinity, and the Orb Slasher you get does not even resemble anything which looks like this. And you have to scan the figure to activate sounds, which I assume they use the same magnet system. And on top of this thing, they picture Orb Trinity next to X and Victory, but I don't see any Ginga on this box though, at least from the front. On the side here, we have one of my favorite forms of Orb, which is Mebium especially. And at the side of the box here, we have Superman Heroes. Scan the figure and activate sounds. I assume that's what it says. And you can press the button to activate the blade. Yippee! And you can practically see they just photoshopped this thing on there. Out of all the things I could review, why it had to be this thing. Enough complaining, let's just open up the box. And as you can see here, opening the box is the same as the last set, but we're greeted to something even more simpler, I guess. So there is the Orb Slasher, there's the Orb figure, and let's take a look at the Orb figure first because that's the most easiest thing to talk about, I assume, and this is so far. So yeah, the Orb figure right here is practically the same as the one I got with the Orb Caliber version. Same coloration, I believe. Some paint jobs may be shit compared to the other one, but both of them are the same, and I just realized both of these are hunchback. So what happened to these figures in the molding process is beyond me. They do feel with the rubbery parts of the hand, so that's a bit good. And both of these are Orb Origin, so that's an easy pass because I like Orb Origin. Might have to recolor this and different colors, but let's take this one to the side and focus on the one that came with the figure, the toy, whatever you want to call it. Now let's get into the weapon of said package. Now for those of you who don't know what the Orb Slasher is, the Orb Slasher is actually a weapon Orb uses in Ultraman Orb the movie. Oh, he fell down. No, never mind. He wants to rest. As I was saying, the Orb Slasher is a weapon from Ultraman Orb the movie. Lend Me the Power of Bonds. If you haven't seen that movie yet, go watch it. I think it's available on YouTube, Indonesian sub and English subs. Now going back to this, obviously this is supposed to be a remote of the Exceed X's X-Slugger, and they remote it for the movie, and the Orb Slasher is okay. But when you render it into a bootleg, it's kind of a hit or miss. Now, I like the red they used here, the gold, and this shade of blade here, which is kind of a bluish, lavenderish color. I dislike the yellow parts here, and of course I dislike the sticker. I wonder what's behind the sticker anyway. I assume it's red plastic or yellow plastic. Now, the original toy came with a trigger on here to activate the attacks, but considering this one is a bootleg, they do not include the trigger, although it kind of feels nice to hold this thing. It feels like an actual weapon. The speaker is here, obviously. And let's see what this button does. I hear some shaking. I don't think it's normally shaking anyway. So yeah, in the show it's supposed to be pressed like this, but considering this is a toy review, I'll just press it the normal way. And wow, that came out fast. So yeah, that just... Huh? What the... Ah! It's not that sharp, but it does hit hard and fast. Now it's... Oh, there we go. There's a specific spot you have to press it, but otherwise it looks okay. And there's an on-off switch here, which, again, batteries are not included. I'll be back in a few minutes to get my screwdriver. Ow! Found it. Just like the orb caliber before it, it requires two small batteries. Batteries inserted and cover put on back, and I will not unscrew it because let's be honest, I'm not gonna put those batteries in there anyway. So yeah, let's turn it on and see what it offers. Oh my god, those are some pretty nice lights. Um, there's nothing quite happening now. What happens if I touch this? Yeah, there's no lever for me to touch. And this one right here, I wonder what happens if I touch it, and nothing happens, it seems. So that only leaves us one thing. Let's just scan it with the orb figure then. This side, it seems. Okay, that's pretty much it. Let's scan it for a second time. So it's the same fucking sound as the last one. I wonder what happens if we press this one then. And as usual, it cancels the sound that it once had. I wonder if it unlocks a new sound. Yeah, that's pretty much all the sound it has, I think. Huh. So that was the review of the deluxe Orb Slasher, and gotta say that's pretty much disappointing because unlike the Orb Ring and the Orb Caliber before it, there is no other sounds included with this thing, which is to say that I would say pretty much disappointing because this one at least you have some play options with opening this up, and you get some options with the Orb Slasher, which practically is okay. But other than that, the Orb Slasher is kind of a novelty item for those seeking for fun and saving budget for their kids. And I think I've said it this before, I said it again, but this thing is not worth the money you're gonna spend because obviously this is a bootleg and you do not want to buy bootlegs. You want to buy a complete package with complete sounds from the series and movies. So, like I said, like with the Orb Ring and the Orb Caliber before it, I cannot recommend this set. Now, of course, the figure does look cool, I won't deny that. With some coloring, it will look perfect. But with the Orb Slasher, because you have to practically paint all of this and just remove the sticker and practically repaint all of it, you won't um be satisfied. Now sure, it does had its pretty much moments with this thing, but that's pretty much it. You don't have a trigger, you can't scan this figure without the figure here, you can't scan that section. So yeah, aside from the pretty cool lights and this gimmick of the blade coming shooting out like that, the Orb Slasher is pretty much a miss opportunity. So yeah, that was the review of the Orb Slasher, and I don't think I'm gonna be reviewing any more figures or toys from this line. All I'm saying is that's it from me. This is Time Floss, and I'll see you in the next review. Take care, guys.